Hey, what's up guys, it's Joe14 here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, we're going to be starting a new series on the... Wait a minute. Oh wait, hang on, this isn't right. 1 second, let's try this again. Yes guys, that is correct. Welcome to Minecraft PlayStation 4 Edition. This is where we're going to be playing our next series. Yeah, the Legacy Console Edition. Yeah, it's been dead for I don't know how many years now. I think maybe 3 or 4. It's been quite a few years now since the PS4 edition actually was discontinued. This was the last 4J version of the game to survive, I guess. And it actually has a shockingly good amount of features that you might be surprised that are in this version. Mostly because most of the other Legacy Console editions were discontinued. The PS4 one was, as I said, the last version to die, I guess. Which is why we're choosing this for our next series here. A little throwback to the past, a simpler time, somewhat simpler, but still with a lot of the modern amenities that we've come to expect. I think it's actually a decent balance still, given where the game is and where it's come. So we're gonna give it a shot, and we're gonna see what kind of things we can do on the classic world. We'll see how many episodes this lasts, and we can still have a good time. We can still enjoy this. This game is still feature-packed. I think there's a lot of fun things that we can build, a lot of blocks we have access to, biomes, and all sorts of really fun stuff. And I've never done any videos on the Legacy Console Edition because I didn't really have a capture card available back during the heyday of this. So I played it. I played the 360 version. I got it for a birthday. I don't remember how many years ago now. So I'm very familiar with the old 4J version, and it does hold a special place in my heart. It was never my primary version of playing the game, but I have had so many good memories playing this version. So I think to do a series on it is a little throwback. I think it'd be fun. So, without further ado, let's hop in here and let's get ourselves a new world. So, I can simply call this... I guess LCE Let's Play. There we go. Obviously, we're playing in survival. Difficulty, we'll slide that to normal for now. Here's actually the first interesting thing, by the way. Look at this. We actually have access to the old textures or the modern textures, which that was actually the thing I was mostly thinking of, is the fact that they added this. This was a part of 1.14, which was actually the last update PS4 received, or the equivalent, I should say. So, you know what? For the sake of throwback, I think, at least for now, I think we're going to play with the retro pack. I think it fits with this series idea. I mean, we can always switch. It's not like this is a permanent decision, but I think that might be a fun idea to do that. We're going to leave random seed. We are going to look for a balanced seed. Let's see. Yeah. So this is one of those great settings that they've got. We're not going to do amplified. We'll keep the world as large as we can. Biome scale. I would say probably we'll go for a balance. I think if this doesn't turn out to be a very good world, then you'll know. We'll reset. We will do generate structures. Of course, not super flat, and all those things are for multiplayer. And our host privileges, I don't think we want any of this. So I guess I'll just disable PvP if I ever have anyone in here. But yeah, I think those are our settings, and yeah, we're gonna jump into this now. So hopefully we get a good spawn. I'm gonna try and look around before I settle down. That way I actually find a place where I want to build. So yeah, wow, this is quite exciting, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. So it looks like right off the bat, we've got ourselves a village, which is actually really impressive. Dang, hello there. Yeah, like I said, this was the last update that we received, and yeah, this is impressive. I won't lie, one of the things that's kind of tripping me up right now is the FOV, because you can't change it on here. I usually keep my FOV to, I think, 90 on PC, so it is a bit weird to not be able to change that, but you know what? We'll be fine without it, honestly. Speaking of changing things, maybe I shouldn't be looking into this now, but let's see what kind of skins we got available on here, actually. Okay, so we're developer Steve. That might be okay for now, actually. I know this doesn't matter, but, you know, yeah. I don't think I remember. I never really played Legacy Console too much on PlayStation, so there's a good chance I probably don't have anything unlocked at all. So I think we'll probably just stick with, I think we'll just stick with the default. Power Rangers, I guess, if I guess we wanted to be the yellow or the red ranger. Do we have skin pack 1 available? No, we don't. It's just the sample. We'll just stick with this then. I'm not gonna belabor that. Yeah, we even have things like berry bushes, which that's actually really nice. It actually just puts it right in your inventory. It doesn't drop it on the ground. That's a nice feature, I'm gonna be honest. So let's see if we can't find a chest, potentially with some wood. Maybe save myself some time. Man, the Legacy Console Edition was just such a good version of the game. It was such a shame when this version was killed off. I mean, I think we all agree and all know that. Is this actually a tiny village? Let's see, there's a house over here. But there was just so much charm and polish that went into this version that, honestly, in some ways tops even the Java Edition in some ways. I mean, the Java Edition, of course, is superior, but obviously compared to Bedrock, this thing is beautiful. Also, I guess these guys just farm pumpkins for some reason. It seems like that's all they got. I really love the berry bush feature. That is such a nice thing. And they did that, and even though this is like the last version of the game, so that is just such a nice little thing that they did. That's just so cool. Alright, let's get up here. Got some flowers as well. This is not a bad area to start with. I see some mountains. Actually, a really nice variety of flowers around here. That's really nice. This is also kind of interesting. This is one of the few times I've actually played much with the old textures as well. I've played a bit of the new 3DS edition, which, in case you're wondering, that of course uses the old textures. I can't remember what update that thing got, but that thing is quite out of date, let me just say. But in terms of obviously the main editions, I don't play with the old textures anymore. So it's kind of interesting though going back to this. I mean, you know, I do think the old textures, at least I think the main ones that everybody sees, they do hold up. They still look nice. They feel cohesive. I think they still stand out. I think they're still fine. I'm still glad we got the new textures. I remember it was very controversial when those came in, but you know, it was fine. I think it was fine that they did that. There's other changes that Mojang have done that are so much more controversial. I mean, one of the more recent changes I disagree with was kind of the way they're adding all these other default skins. I personally think it's just kind of silly. I mean, I know it's just for marketing. It really doesn't matter. It's not like they changed a core feature of the game, but I just don't like that. Ah, yes, and we got this really good, really solid crafting menu here. It's not perfect, of course, but it's better than Bedrock. Let's just say that. I feel like there's more categories. They've got the separate menus here for fireworks, armor, banners. I mean, it's just so well thought out in so many ways. And yeah, I know there's definitely nostalgia talking here. Oh yeah, we even have scaffolding. That's really good. But yeah, I could go on, and this is a nostalgia trip for me too, because I haven't really touched this version of the game very much. Now, I know there will be downsides. I know that, for example, we aren't going to have access to new caves, so, you know, we'll have to just deal with the old caves, but is that iron over there? I think that is iron. Excellent. But you know what? It's fine. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll still be able to find some good caves on here. Legacy Console Edition, you know, that was, again, I know I'm just gushing so much. I'm sorry. But, you know, they really thought about the experience in terms of being on a console and having a limited size world. The fact that you could choose the world size, you could choose the biome scale. I mean, stuff like that just makes it better. I mean, I think about the old worlds on Pocket Edition, and there were no caves on there. They made no attempt to add caves. They just outright removed the world type, which I guess is fair, but I don't know. I think there's kind of a charm to having a limited size world. It really kind of makes you feel like, okay, I can conquer this whole thing. I can develop it. I can know every single location. I mean, of course, you know, yeah, it limits your resources. I'm not trying to say it's better. I'm not trying to say I would only want limited worlds, but I don't know. I guess it's, you know what? It's all just charm. It's all nostalgia. It's all charm, but it's, yeah. So, you know, in this first episode, we're just doing the usual stuff, just seeing. I am going to look around the world, which reminds me, I forgot about this. It's thanks to 4J that we get a map upon starting a new world. So we're going to throw that, not there, we're going to throw that there, get ourselves coordinates as well, and we're going to keep that there for the time being, probably, as we kind of start to walk around. I think, did I see, there's a few pieces of coal. Actually, there's quite a few pieces of coal. Beautiful. And in terms of, like, what goals do I have for this series, I don't have any. I don't think I'm going to make any kinds of goals. I just want to enjoy myself, have a fun Let's Play, build some cool things. Well, no. That's, obviously I'm going to build things, but I'm not going to set any specific goals. I'm not going to say this series needs to, you know, go to the end, explore all the features. I don't know. But there's obviously a limit to what we'll be able to do given the fact that there's no updates coming to this. So unless we said, you know, we're going to transfer this world over to the Java edition or something, which you could do at some point. But, you know, there's enough features. I think just making use of the features that we have is really the main goal here. I really want to make sure, though, I pick out a correct spot, because I was thinking about previous series that I've done on the channel, and, you know, sometimes they just, or even not even actually series for YouTube, just general playing Minecraft, it's very easy to think, I'm going to settle right here at spawn, and then you kind of just don't feel very inspired to build anything, because the terrain kind of sucks, it's boring, or it's too hard to build in. So I would prefer to actually pick out a spot that, you know, I want to build in. I have some kind of idea, and it could actually sustain a series or just playing the world. So and especially with the limited world, like I said, we could pretty much explore all of it. I'm not saying I'm going to explore all of it today. That's not going to happen, of course. But I want to explore a good chunk of it, or at least see what's in the area, see what biomes we've got. I already like this spawn area, I'm not going to lie. I think that, I mean, plains with some mountains around it is probably perfect. I feel like one of the pitfalls I've tended to do over the years is to set up shop next to an ocean, and then it's like, you know, there's only one way to go in the world. It's like you have to go towards land. You can't just say, you can't go in all directions. Which is interesting because I actually live in a location where I can only go so far to one direction, and there's a massive barrier which prevents me from going any further in that direction in real life, that being a massive lake. So I definitely want to pick somewhere more central and have access to a lot of things in all directions. So what I need to do now is get ourselves, I know I just made another crafting bench. I need to get those sheep so we can get ourselves a bed. There's a donkey. That's cool. Very nice. I do like this starting area. So this area could potentially be where we set up. Not saying that's going to happen today. We'll take a walk around. We'll see. Now, I will let you guys in on a little insight when I was starting to get this going here as I make a pair of shears and get those sheep shorn. I was a little bit nervous actually as I was starting to record this, because I opened up the game and I did that little thing in the intro where I was like, oh, you know, welcome to the series. Oh, but actually not here. We're going to be playing on a different game. And then I went and clicked on the Editions button, and it just didn't open the game. And I tried it a couple times, and I was thinking to myself, did they break it? Did they actually break the ability to go to the old version on here? And FYI, I'm playing on the PS5, so you know, if this hadn't worked, I guess it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but it would have been disappointing, I suppose. But I was like, what's going on? You know, because if this breaks, if they break access to this version of the game, there's no way they're going to fix it. They will never fix this. They have no reason to. So I was a bit concerned, and I'm still a bit concerned, because if it breaks, I will lose this world. And, I mean, I wouldn't really like that, I guess. So I ended up just restarting the game, and it did fix it right up, so that's good. But man, where's the orange? There it is. But yeah, I was a little bit concerned by that. Like I said, if it had happened before where I couldn't get in, I would have just simply started the series on the PS4, and it would have been, I think, the same game. But I really wanted to use the PS5 just because... Oops. Getting my controls backwards. Whoops. I wanted to use the PS5 simply because it's oh, wait a minute. Did I do that wrong? Wait a minute. Oh wait, no, this is how you do it. Right. So we throw in white bed and orange dye. There it is. Perfect. Look at that. Of course I have to make an orange bed. That's typical. So there's our first day done. Beautiful. Got tons of iron. Got a bed. Let's say we got some coal as well. I'd say we're rocking it pretty good. So I'm gonna pack up. Let's see. I might go grab some more berry bushes, and then maybe we'll start to take a look around. We're already running out of time for this episode. Yeah, I'm gonna collect actually some of these flowers. I know this is probably not a good idea because I will fill up my inventory, but just in case I don't feel like coming back here, I'd like to get that. I especially want to grab Daisy because of my my banner. A 1.14 feature that I am happy we have is lanterns. So when we build, then we actually have access to halfway decent lights. Pretty much everything that you would use in the game, I feel like, is still here. I mean, we have the aquatic update, which is really good. And then we have all the different workbenches as well, because that came in with the Village and Pillage update. We even have the Wandering Trader. I mean, we have so many modern amenities on this version that, you know, it's easy to actually forget how recent this version was developed. Grab some brown wool, because why not? How did I get 4 from him? I don't think you can get 4 from sheep on other versions, but that's cool, I guess. Let me see if we can just take a little peek around, and then we'll end off this episode for today. So that's the direction of the village. So why don't we walk in the opposite direction, and then I can also grab some more berry bushes over here as well. I think it'd be nice to be next to a river. I think there's a difference between, well, not I think. There is a difference between being next to a river and being next to an ocean. And I'm okay with being next to some kind of water. I just don't want to be next to a massive ocean that it's impassable. I know this is Legacy Console Edition, so chances of that happening are pretty low unless I literally set up shop next to the world border, which I'm not going to do. There's so many berry bushes. My goodness. I guess I don't have to really worry about food. I really hope our world has a good variety of biomes. I mean, because of course, if you don't have a jungle, for example, or you don't have a savanna, you aren't getting those kinds of trees. Now, with the Wandering Trader, I suppose there's a chance, but obviously that's expensive, and I don't really want to do that. It's not my first choice. It also appears that I've walked off the map, which isn't ideal either. I might actually walk back. Well, that's interesting. If you actually destroy an empty berry bush, it actually gives you berries. That's even different from the other versions too, isn't it? Yeah, so as we come to the close of this episode, guys, because I am going to need to wrap up here, do let me know what you think about this series. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see most, maybe you could, if you got any particular good memories of the Legacy Console Edition, of maybe some of the tutorial worlds or something, definitely let me know what you think. And let me know what you think as well about the textures. If you'd prefer to see the legacy textures or the new textures. I'm open to that feedback. What kind of biome you'd want to see me live in. You know, whatever. Just any thoughts you might have. I cannot believe I've picked up so many flowers. I didn't even realize it was quite that many. This has been fun. I am looking forward to this series. I plan to record quite a few episodes of it. And very excited. I'm very excited to have this. I think it's going to be very cozy, and we should be able to make some good progress. And I am just impressed by the sheer amount of different flowers we are finding in this area. This is wonderful. It's incredible. Literally half my inventory is flowers. That's incredible. Oh, here's a nice area over here, actually. So this is kind of nice. This would be the kind of thing I could potentially live next to, where it's some water and a ravine, a little mini ravine. Some water, but not all water. And just to confirm, there you go. You can indeed swim like the modern versions. So, I think, is this actually a little island? Yo, is this an island or is this, I just want to see. It's technically a peninsula, but it could be very much made into an island. Also, I'm going to grab sugarcane while I'm at it. Just trying to grab as many resources as we can. I guess the mushroom's got to go, because I think that's a little bit more important than the mushroom. This is not bad. We're finding some good spots so far. So, I'm pretty pleased. So, anyway, I've got to go. I'm really excited, though, to keep this series going. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. This is JoePcool14 signing out. And remember, everybody, play Minecraft, eat bacon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.